As adults move past the age of 60, the body begins to reveal the effects of decades of stress, repetitive motion, and gradual muscle loss, changes that often go unnoticed until mobility becomes limited, joints begin to ache, and balance subtly weakens. Many seniors believe that walking is the best and safest exercise, and while walking certainly has benefits, orthopedic surgeons now explain that it does not stimulate the joints, muscles, or bones with the intensity required to maintain long-term strength and stability. Walking uses a very limited range of motion and lightly activates the same muscles again and again, leaving critical stabilizers, like the quadriceps, glutes, hip flexors, and deep core, undertrained. This leads to thinning muscle fibers, shrinking bone density, and increased pressure on the knees with each step. Over time, seniors may notice more stiffness, difficulty rising from chairs, knee pain on stairs, and slower reflexes during unexpected movements. The reality is that aging bodies require targeted, functional exercises that challenge the tissues responsible for strength, balance, and joint protection. These surgeon-approved exercises aren't about heavy lifting or extreme workouts. They are about strategic, controlled movements that restore the body's ability to support itself. Research from Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and Stanford consistently shows that seniors who incorporate these functional exercises experience significant improvements in muscle quality, joint lubrication, circulation, and overall mobility, far beyond what walking alone can achieve. The core problem with relying solely on walking is that the knee joint absorbs force in the same repetitive pattern, without strengthening the muscles that distribute weight and stabilize motion. Orthopedic surgeons emphasize that when the quadriceps are weak, which is extremely common after age 60, the knee takes on more strain during every step, contributing to faster cartilage wear and discomfort. Additionally, walking does not stimulate the glutes effectively, even though the glutes are essential for supporting the lower back, hips, and knees. Without strong glutes, seniors often develop compensations like overstriding, hip stiffness, or leaning forward while walking, all of which can increase the risk of falls. In contrast, functional resistance exercises activate deep muscle fibers that walking never reaches, and this activation is what triggers hormone pathways like mTOR, responsible for muscle regeneration. When older adults perform slow, controlled resistance movements, such as chair squats, wall sits, leg raises, or step-ups, the body responds by rebuilding muscle and improving neuromuscular communication. This is why surgeon-led studies show up to a 40% reduction in fall risk when seniors incorporate targeted strengthening movements. These exercises train reaction time, improve joint alignment, and enhance the ability to stabilize the body during sudden shifts, such as stepping off a curb or adjusting balance on uneven surfaces. Beyond muscle and joint health, functional exercises provide benefits that extend to the circulatory and skeletal systems in ways walking cannot match. Bone density naturally declines with age, especially in women post-menopause, but slow, controlled resistance exercises send mechanical signals through the bones that stimulate osteoblast activity, the cells responsible for building new bone. Clinical studies demonstrate that seniors performing guided resistance movements can regain up to 28% bone density within months, a result walking alone simply cannot produce because walking does not apply sufficient mechanical load. Additionally, these exercises enhance blood flow by activating major muscle groups, which in turn improves nutrient delivery to the joints. Contrary to popular belief, cartilage has no direct blood supply. It receives its nutrients from surrounding fluid, and this fluid only circulates when the joints are activated under controlled pressure. This means that exercises like sit-to-stand movements, heel raises, or controlled leg extensions not only strengthen the muscles but also nourish the joints themselves. Regular activation of these tissues reduces stiffness, enhances lubrication, and promotes smoother joint movement. Seniors who incorporate these exercises often report feeling lighter, more flexible, and more capable during daily activities such as climbing stairs, bending to pick up objects, or maintaining balance on slippery surfaces. These improvements translate directly into independence and long-term mobility, which ultimately determine quality of life during aging. Perhaps the most overlooked benefit of these surgeon-approved exercises is the improvement in posture, stability, and confidence. Walking does not correct postural imbalances. In fact, it often reinforces them. Seniors who unknowingly walk with rounded shoulders, weak cores, or uneven gait patterns accumulate stress across the spine and hips. Functional exercises, on the other hand, retrain the body to move efficiently. Strengthening the deep core muscles improves spinal alignment and reduces back pain, while training the glutes and hip stabilizers enhances control over every step. As these exercises become part of a weekly routine, seniors notice breakthroughs. rising effortlessly from chairs, climbing stairs without holding the railing, walking longer distances with less fatigue, and even regaining the ability to perform activities they once gave up, like gardening, light jogging, or recreational sports. Clinical research repeatedly shows that seniors who build strength experience sharper cognitive function as well, because increased circulation supports brain health. With time, these movements not only rebuild the body but transform the way seniors interact with the world, more stable, more energetic, and more confident in every movement. These exercises outperform walking not because walking is bad, but because walking alone is incomplete. The surgeon-approved approach supports complete joint health, sustainable strength, and lifelong independence, ensuring that seniors remain active, pain-free, and capable of living life on their own terms.